From Baltimore's Inner Harbor, we're live from M&T Bank Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway from the bank. Rasheen Ali on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
It's a nice running there. Gets him a 3rd down coming up.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
The Falcons go a nickel, 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football. It is a part of the game, even for the very best. Nothing more to do about it now than shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be coming right back your way.
They're going play fake with Penix. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. A toss now to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And it's out of bounds. Took a bounce and it's going to be marked right along the 30-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Complete. Derrick Henry. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Brought down by the rookie Xavier Watts.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play fake. Jackson. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
Jackson keeping it himself. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. In on the tackle, the first rounder out of Georgia, Jalen Walker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson now on third. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hopkins on the slant. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
He's going to keep it this time.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he has enough for that 1st down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. So they get dinged for the holding. You gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Put some air under it, deep down the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Now punted away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Back for the Ravens, LeJontay Wester. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. A draw now. This is Henry. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Running once more with Henry. And he has this down to the 34. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And it sets up 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
This is Henry on 2nd. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Lamar back to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Agnew on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. That throw intended for Drake London. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. They've got 1st down from the 31.
At their own 31-yard line.
The drive begins with Henry. first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 32-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Another run for Henry. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Gets a few on the plunge forward. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
On first down, here's Penix. To Pitts it goes. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Now Penix off the play action. Finds a man right side. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That's good for 7 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
2nd down carry for Algier. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Penix on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Second down now, they need 7. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Robinson can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Penix. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, Henry. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throw here, 3rd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Penix looking to pass. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, All I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver, and that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So in Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
First down, here's Lamar. He brings it in. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now give it to Hill. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get 13 on the pickup, and that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, and he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
1st down throw for Jackson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
From the pistol, Henry. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he runs out of room before he can get to that marker. So now we're going to see what they decide to do, Brock, on this 4th and 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Lamar. And And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They're sure to be appreciative of this as they start out first and goal from the 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First and goal, they're going option. And he gets in, touchdown! The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10. Here's Penix to throw. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Ravens butt racing them to the halftime locker room. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Penix working from the gun. He's got London left side. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he's in! It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown! They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL, and that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
12 to go now on second down after the sack. They give right side to Henry. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's running for it. He dodged the tackle. And They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They put Flowers in motion right. On 1st down, Jackson. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Play action now with Jackson. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. And again, it's Jackson. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Oops, knocks it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Penix. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So now they have 3rd and short.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers it a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
From the gun on 3rd, Penix. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Starts his return from the 23. All right, so they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime. One last play before the break.
At their own 38-yard line.
It's Henry on the counter. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Carter on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Penix now on first down. He keeps it and takes off.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. They'll run here following the penalty. Has a lane inside the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Another carry for Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Oh, quick throw here, left side. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Flying down the middle with Henry. Crashes through a tackle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running once more with Henry. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
He was taken down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Lamar's going to keep this one. He's still going at the 30. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson keeping it himself. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31.
At their own 31-yard line.
Man in motion out of the slot. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Working now from the gun. Finds his back. It's Robinson. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Penix on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. On the move, past the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Ball at the 33 for first down. London going in motion left. A toss snap to Robinson. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Here's Penix. Completed to his running back. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Running it after the penalty. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Penix. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Penix looking to pass. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Drop this one down for Henry. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They run it with King Henry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
It's a game 2.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They've got first down from the 31. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. The Ravens have the football and, more importantly, partner, a solid lead. They've got first down from the 31. No one's around him. He's got space. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Henry. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another run for Henry. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Going to the ground again on first. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Changing it up here, Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Lamar's going to keep this one. Running in the red zone. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Had to be a missed assignment somewhere on that play, and the QB capitalizes with an excellent gain. There's got to be an adjustment made, so even when the QB keeps it himself on the read option, that gain is minimized.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So now, after being backed up just a bit, another first and goal. From the pistol, Henry. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Still a good bit of work to do here, Brock, as they come up on it, second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens making a 24-point ball game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Agnew on the return. Keeps away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To the air with Penix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long, ready to throw. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Penix now to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. No throw, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
The drive begins with Henry. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They run. Here's Henry. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Jackson throwing here. They'll set up the screen for Henry. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Simply put, Kate, and that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on second down and go backwards? That's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for third down. Lamar now from the gun. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Henry on the option. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And 4th and 4 coming up.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass. And the receiver, do your job.
The big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss. We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
He's running with it. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Trying for it with Penix. They'll make a big for it on the ground. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down Atlanta.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, Penix. This one's caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, here's Penix. He's going to tuck it and run. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Penix here from the gun. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Intended for Jamal Agnew. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That one's complete, right side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Field goal doesn't do anything for him here, so the offense staying out there on 4th down. Penix now. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Penix now on 1st down. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down, Falcons.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Penix. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.